take the stage is SpaceTeacher and David Brhel.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David, and I'm the Managing Director of SpaceTeacher, a brand new language learning community. I will first, okay, start, cool. So let me start with two questions. I was wondering, how many of you has ever learned a foreign language? Please raise your hand if you ever learned a foreign language. Thank you. And now I was wondering, how many of you has actually ever failed learning a language and never started speaking? For example, Russian, German, French, any other language than English? I did. I never started speaking Russian, for example. But you don't have to be ashamed, because about okay. You don't have to be ashamed, because about 50% people fail just like us. They never start speaking foreign language. Because I had quite a few people always around me who had the same problem, I was wondering, why is that? How can I help these people? And I didn't know how until I went to France to study French. There, I met Julie. Julie went to me to a language school, and we were learning together. But Julie was learning much faster than I did, and I was wondering why. It was because Julie went out a lot. She drank beer, and she was learning French while she was drinking beer. She was having fun, and while she was doing that, she was actually learning. So, only then, I realized that people, when they communicate and socialize, they're actually learning much faster than the people who only attend classes at school or take private classes. So, based on this fact, we created SpaceTeacher. We created a place where people can learn and practice language together, but also help and support each other in an environment which is fun and allows the people to find affordable learning that is at the same time effective. So, how does this work? First, people create media-rich profiles with pictures, things about themselves, and some videos as well. Later on, they can search and connect with other users, and that both locally and globally. And why is that? What is the advantage of both local and global? Let's take a student somewhere in a small town in Germany. He would be learning English, and it's quite easy for him to find through SpaceTeacher English native speaker, a tutor from the UK. But someone in India would not be able to afford an English tutor. So it's much easier for him to find actually someone locally in his hometown. So people can learn in 3 different ways on SpaceTeacher. Either over Skype, in traditional classes, or through conversation meetups. These conversation meetups, doesn't really matter. These conversation meetups are for people who want to practice their language they are learning in a town where they don't actually have opportunities to do so. For example, if you live in London and you want to find some people to speak French with, then you can do so on SpaceTeacher. You can meet every week, drink beer, and practice your French. Right now, we have 3,000 users who have already organized more than 100 meetups. And based on their feedback, we know that we got something right. We know that the people really like the service, and also that they made significant progress in their speaking skills. So, for the future, we want to get more users, we want to implement gamification, That means that we want to foster that learning even more. We want to integrate some content, and we want to build premium services. And actually on premium services is based our business model. We want to help the people to learn as easy as possible, and therefore we want to simplify the initial contact in between tutors and learners, and therefore we will be matching them automatically and sending the contacts to both tutors and learners. At this stage, we're not looking for investment, but rather for partners who will enable us to grow internationally. Those partners, we assume, would be from either independent travel industry, coffee retail, or a language education industry. So, if you want to learn or practice a foreign language, join SpaceTeacher now and learn and practice together with other people, and at the same time get support from the community. Yet again, my name is David and we are SpaceTeacher. Thank you for your support.
You guys put together a really nice platform to teach and learn English or any other language. Do you give any other help to people who are learning or teaching? Because just because somebody speaks a language doesn't mean that they can teach it. Any kind of other guidance other than providing the platform?
Well, at the moment, students can take tests which would advise them which way of learning would be the most suitable for them. But later on, we would like to build on the forums we already have in place, a community of people really helping to grow future tutors and teachers in the terms of professional development.
How do you think you can grow your community? I mean, it seems to be very local, specific groups of people, you know, in each town and all that, they're going to have to join your service. So if me as a user, I'm interested, but there's not that many people locally, like how are you going to get people in?
Okay, basically we've got two main ways how to get more users internationally, and that is that first is viral, that people really like those meetups and they like to share them a lot, and second we would like to set up more international partnerships with the businesses as I talked about them before, to create a mutually like for cross-marketing basically. That we will add something extra to, let's say, their coffee chain and so on.
Now, I feel like with any system like this, especially as you grow, you get a lot more players on this that aren't good or that aren't strong at their language skills. So you have a rating system, but I'd love to hear what that looks like so you maintain some sort of quality bar. And maybe the second question is, are you even looking for some sort of quality bar as you do the system?
Can you please repeat that?
Yeah, how are you maintaining quality on the site for people that sign up? And is that even a priority for you?
Okay, well, at the moment, the quality system is based on user reviews. That means that all the teachers get reviews from their students, as well as the language schools involved with the system. That's the quality system implemented right now.
Thank you to David and SpaceTeacher.
Thank you for your questions.